Charles, thank you for your time this afternoon. Just tell us about your role and the department that you work for.
Thanks, David. I work for the Queensland Audit Office, and we're the independent auditor for government departments, local governments, our public hospitals, and other government-owned corporations. What I do, I'm the engagement leader for a lot of our local governments, a couple of our big public hospitals, and I help oversee all the jobs in those sectors that are also outsourced to the private sector.
Okay, and how does that role link in with asset management?
So a lot of our government entities are very heavy in asset bases. Our public hospitals, our ports, we've got some big energy providers, and our local governments as well manage a lot of assets. So a key part of our work over financial audits is understanding the valuation of these assets, and part of that is actually understanding how they're managed. Do they actually understand the useful lives, how to maintain and manage these? And part of our role is also looking at the efficient and the effective use of government resources.
Yeah, okay, yeah, fair enough. So you've been here mainly today, and you've listened to some of the other key speakers. Are you getting a vibe for what's going on with the sector, and in particular the cohort that's been here the last couple of days?
Yeah, I like to think we do, and we also try to get out and talk to these entities and their stakeholders an awful lot. And it was good to hear today a lot of conversation around what it means, I guess, to be sustainable, how to plan. The conversation around whole-of-life costing has been really interesting, and the challenges that asset managers and the sectors they're working on are facing has been really insightful, and I think it's probably helped a lot of people.
Yeah, and what I've been seeing is that a lot of industry is actually approaching you as the regulator, which must be a good feeling if they're coming and talking to you, that there's a good connection and they're appreciating what you do.
Yeah, we're not so much as a regulator, but we talk to the regulators as well, like the Department of Local Government, and then other advisory bodies such as Queensland Treasury Corporation. But it is great that they're coming to us. We certainly try to add value in our audits that we do. We're there to help build the public sector as opposed to find fault. Yeah. So it really is encouraging that we're seen as a trusted advisor.
Yeah. Now, I suppose from a government department, you can't really have personal opinions or something, but can you give us some guide on what you feel is probably some of the major or the major concern in asset management at the moment, from your perspective?
Yeah, look, what we're seeing is financial sustainability in maintaining these assets is a big issue for a lot of people, and part of that is a lot of people don't feel they necessarily have great data to work with.
Yeah, okay.
So the data integrity and reliability is an area that a lot of organisations are focusing on, and there's plenty there who know that they need to but don't know how they start. So they're the two bigger issues we're seeing at the moment.
Yeah, okay. Now, if you wanted the cohort here to have a key takeaway from your perspective or your department's perspective, what would that be?
I think the key takeaway is to make sure that the engineers are talking to the asset managers, who are talking to the finance professionals, and that it's a conversation that is held throughout the entity and breaking down those silos so that decision makers have all the information, the best information they can possibly get to help influence how they're going to manage these assets, what they need to provide in terms of levels of service, and how they're going to manage whole-of-life costs.
Yeah, right. Look, I really appreciate your time, Charles, and it's nice to see that this is more of a community that's approaching, yourself. That's helping out with the audits and the division. So there's a really nice connection there. So, and that's the credit to your department, mate. So thank you very much.
Thank you.
And thanks for your presentation today and coming along to the symposium. Really appreciate it.
Thank you very much, Dave.
Thank you.
Cheers.